An estuary is a partially enclosed body of water along the coast where fresh water from rivers and streams meet and mix with salt water from the ocean. Estuaries and the land surrounding them are places of transition from land to sea and fresh water to salt water. Although influenced by the tides, they are protected from the full force of ocean waves, winds, and storms by such landforms as barrier islands or peninsulas. Estuaries consist of shallow open waters, fresh water, and saltwater marshes, swamps, sandy beaches, mud and sand flaps, rocky shores, oyster reefs, mangrove forests, river deltas, tidal pools, and seagrasses. One of my favorite coastal estuaries is the Chesapeake Bay. This past summer, the water temperatures in some parts of the Chesapeake Bay exceeded 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Estuaries provide a place for recreational activities such as boating and fishing, scientific study, and aesthetic enjoyment. There are a ton of notable coastal estuaries in the United States. There is the Chesapeake Bay, South Florida Coast, Long Island Sound, San Francisco Bay, Gulf of Mexico, Great Lakes, Puget Sound, and Lake Champlain. Plants and animals are what make coastal estuaries notable. Some plants that can be found all around the Florida Keys swamps are marsh hibiscus, reed grass, buttonbush, mangrove trees, cattails, cordgrass, and wiregrass. The animals are definitely my favorite part of the local estuaries. You'll find animals such as blue crabs, lots of fish, sea turtles or rays, egrets, blue herons, hermit crabs, shrimp and flounder, and alligators, which I'm lucky are not close to us. There are a lot of threats to the habitats of the coastal estuaries. The first one is alteration of natural hydrologic flows. The second is aquatic nuisance species. The third, climate change. The fourth, declines in fish and wildlife populations. The fifth, habitat loss and degradation. The sixth, nutrient loads. The seventh, pathogens. The eighth, stormwater. And the ninth, toxins. Estuaries will face unique impacts from climate change. Many coastal wetlands and other estuarine habitats are threatened by inundation and erosion as the rate of sea level rise accelerates. Climate change will also increase stress to habitat and fish and wildlife populations as temperature rises. Water quality problems are likely to worsen in estuary waters if more extreme precipitation events create increased polluted runoff. The many stresses on estuaries have corresponding impacts on fish and wildlife. As their habitats disappear, the food they depend on decreases and water quality degrades. Invasive species provide added pressures, replacing many of our natural and native-born plants and animals. The health of marine and estuarine systems and the human economies that depend on them rely on the high-quality habitats that provide essential food, cover, migratory corridors, and breeding/nursery areas for coastal and marine wildlife. For humans, healthy coastal habitats attract the tourism revenues and seafood industries that are vital to many local economies. These habitats also function to make coastal areas more resilient to storms and sea level rise. As coastal populations increase, coastal habitats have been converted due to development, highway construction, dredging, filling, bulkheading, and other activities that degrade coastal ecosystems.